watch women that I work with become the boldest versions of themselves at this time. Everything that I was hearing about women who were in midlife and beyond was scary. It was dark, it was dismal. There didn't seem to be many exciting narratives around what becoming a woman in midlife meant. But I couldn't have imagined that the best parts were only just coming. I've never even known this kind of sexual and sensual energy. This is the greatest time to take that journey into yourself. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Amanda Hanson, also known as the Midlife Muse. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments below so I can be in touch with you. Today, I really want to talk a lot about what happens when a woman enters the 50th year of her life. I know for me, everything that I was hearing about women who were in midlife and beyond was scary. It was dark, it was dismal. There didn't seem to be many exciting narratives around what becoming a woman in midlife meant. I even had some group chats that I had to remove myself from because everything spoke of all of the pain points around being in midlife. Now, this is not to say that things aren't changing about our bodies and about some capabilities possibly, but I think for me that's even up for question. Absolutely, I don't want to bypass any reality because we are physically changing. But I don't believe that physically changing negates you from still becoming the next version of yourself. I don't believe those two go hand in hand. That's been my personal experience. And I really am of this belief that we are forever in evolution. We are forever becoming the next version of ourselves. But I really could not seem to find many storylines that spoke to that. I know I was looking for a role model for this time in my life. I could not find one. So I became one. For myself first, and now to share with all of us. So for those of you who are fearing midlife, that's only if you're paying attention to the lies of the outside world. Because if we stay lied to and in fear long enough, we will buy and buy and buy forever. The way I am living this 50th year of life and continue and plan to continue beyond this is of so much expansion, to the point that many days I actually believe in all truth that I've only just begun my journey. And the reason I say that is because I've now arrived at a point in my life where there's no time for BS anymore. There's no time for accepting breadcrumbs in my relationships. There's no time for lower standards in the way that I keep space and occupy my time because my time is so limited with other people. So when you get to this time in your life, in midlife, you take an inventory of those you've been keeping company with. And what you begin to find out is your time is sacred. And if you're gonna share the privilege of your time with someone, it's gonna have to feel collaborative. It's gonna have to feel nurturing and nourishing in both directions. This is also a time where you begin to know yourself so much more after having had this much experience being alive with yourself, that self-trust really starts to kick in and you know what you are and are not available for anymore. I watch women that I work with become the boldest versions of themselves at this time because I'm showcasing and leading them to the truth of who they are. No more the external expectation of who the world wants them to be, but who they actually are. And when you lead your life from that kind of self-trust, of that voice within you, you change the way you show up in the world. You change the relationships you're in. You also get to change the relationship you have with your own body. I could have never imagined if someone would have told me that I would tap into deeper levels of my own sensuality and sexuality, 40 and beyond. I've never even known this kind of sexual and sensual energy, where when I was younger, I was still fixated on the pieces that maybe were not good enough, tight enough, perfect. And now I'm here and I'm in the celebration of what is. So I am no longer seeking perfection. I am being perfect for me. I am also in this space and this energy of loving and nourishing myself rather than needing to seek love and nourishment so intensely from other places and other people. But the truth is, this is the greatest time to take that journey into yourself, to have so much compassion and curiosity about not only who you are, but who you want to become. I love this time. I feel like there's so much truth. There's so much presence. There's so much awareness of my life every day as it is happening, for I will not waste one precious day of my life. Not in a relationship that does not serve, not in a conversation that is dishonoring, not in building a business that is not filled with all of my heart and soul and my mission, not in the way that I speak to my children that would ever put anyone in a position of feeling less than. Moving about this time in our lives is, I want to assure you, the most beautiful, the most sacred, and the most honoring. Stay close, my loves, because here in this space, I'm going to continue to journey us all together, because we together are rewriting the way midlife gets to be lived, experienced, felt, celebrated. We deserve that. Let's do that together. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Please remember to share, like, subscribe, and I will see you again very soon. Love always, Amanda.